What is up, everybody? Skratch here. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. I feel like this is the video that everyone is been waiting for. At least I've been waiting for over 2 years, guys. I've been playing this game for such a long time. Soon I'm gonna have 3 years in this game. A lot of you guys have been playing this game for a long time. A lot of you guys are newish to the game, which is absolutely fine. The main idea is, oh my god, it's finally here. The dupe system is here, guys. It's not in the actual game, but we got the video release, so we know what exactly to expect from the dupe system. Now, if you guys heard me talking on stream, probably even on some of the videos, I can't even remember, I've told you one thing, okay? I have zero expectations. I have low expectations. I don't think they're gonna pull it off, okay? That's what I said, because I didn't want it to have high hopes and get disappointed. And I honestly had super low expectations, and guess what? They managed to nail it, man. Like, honestly, considering that I've been playing the game for such a long time, I think that they nailed the dupe system, and in a very, very good way, okay? Now, I have a small concern here and there. That's fine. We're going to cover that in a second as well. I just want to kind of make a bit of a disclaimer before. No matter what they were going to do with the dupe system, there's always somebody to complain. No matter what I'm going to do in life myself, there's always going to be somebody to complain, because we cannot satisfy everyone. And that's just generally. From me, you cannot satisfy everyone, etc. That's how life goes overall. So I'm pretty sure there will be people that are not happy with it. Now, personally, how I specified, I've been playing this game for a very long time. I spend lots of money in this game. A lot of people spend lots of money in this game. Some people haven't spent money in the game and they're enjoying it as free to play, which is absolutely fine. The main idea is, either if you're free to play, either if you spend money. For a lot of us, it happened when we actually reached the mercy system, okay? 200 plus shards to get a legendary champion. A lot of you guys only got one void legendary champion. The second one you pulled is a dupe. So it's a very, very frustrating thing to happen. Like, my account is super stacked, guys. I have dupes from some of the best champions in the game, triples from some of them. But I have a lot of them that are just not cutting it off, okay? Like, I would not want to use a second one of that specific champion. And a lot of times it happened to me where I reached the mercy system on voids, spending $500 to buy those void shards and getting a dupe that you're never going to use. And yes, little Miss Annie, I am looking at you as well. You're one of them, next to many others, you know? So I definitely understand what's the frustration of pulling a dupe champion, regardless if you paid for it or you didn't pay for it, is just unwanted. A dupe system could easily break and kill a game, okay? It's not just for Raid, it's just happening in other games as well. It's pretty easy to destroy the game. So I just wanted to say, I'm personally excited with the dupe system. I think they nailed it. I think they cover very good points in it. And they haven't went for that destroying situation where they're gonna break the community apart even more by creating a huge gap in between the whales and the free-to-play players. Now, of course, new people that just started playing the game, they're gonna be like, well, that one is stronger than me because he already has dupes and he's been playing for 2 years. Yeah, that means playing the game for 2 years. It's normal for me to be way more advanced than you that just started 2 days ago. So please, if you feel frustration because of this reason, do not leave it in my comments, because it literally makes no sense. But that being said, let's jump over and have a quick look at what exactly is happening, guys. So we have the video. It's a 6 minutes long video. We're gonna have a quick reaction to it, and we're gonna break apart everything that's being said in this video, okay?
Hey everyone, and welcome to our latest preview video. Today we're going to talk about the new systems for helping you get the most value from your duplicate champions. As duplicate champions is a multifaceted issue, we analyzed a variety of situations and identified a few key issues that different groups of players face. And because there were a few different situations and issues, we had to come up with a few different solutions. Something that applies more to newcomers looking to progress quickly, something that may be more useful for mid-game players looking to make the step up, and something that will be more beneficial to end-game players with pretty bloated champion collections.
Exactly,
we wanted
baby.
to make sure there was a solution that everyone could potentially benefit from, no matter where they are in-game. Alright, enough talk, let's get into it. You all know the sparring pit in your bastion, where champions bash each other on the head to gain experience. Well, it's getting an upgrade. The new Guardian Ring will still have all the functionality of the sparring pit inside, but it will also have a bunch of new mechanics, including Faction Guardians, Champion Empowerment, and Champion Unbinding. You won't know what those are yet, but don't worry, I'll take you through them all.
So guys, the Sparring Pit is getting a massive upgrade. That's where all the magic is gonna happen, okay? I gotta say, I'm excited. I'm personally excited because I've been waiting for such a long time for a dupe system, man, and I feel like so many people that are in the end game are literally there next with me. And I feel like the majority of people that play the game and love the game and understand the way the game works, they will agree that they've made an actual good dupe system. Now let me see the rest, because
Start with the feature the ring is named after. Faction Guardians.
Faction Guardians.
The Faction Guardians tab will let you assign duplicate champions of different rarities to become Faction Guardians. This means they'll boost the stats of all champions of the same rarity in that faction. When you first visit the tab, you'll see a list of all factions. Tapping on any of the banners will bring up a new tab with the duplicate slots available.
Right, so I know your concern. Some people will be like, well, Skratch, how is this not making a difference in between me and the whales, you know? Yeah, I'll rather have boosting the stats a bit on my champions, 10% HP, 10% attack, and this is not game-changing. Do not tell me that you're not going to be able to win Arena because the enemy team had 10% more HP than your champions, okay? Because it's not the way the game works. And overall, just boosting the stats of my main champions is still a better thing than getting back a legendary tome, okay? I feel like paying 400 pounds or dollars for a legendary tome is the biggest ripoff ever. So I'm glad that that's not what they've done. Having a dupe, it doesn't mean you have a chicken. It doesn't mean you have a skill tome. So I'm glad that they actually took a different approach to it, you know? And how you guys can see it on the screen, you can do it for legendaries, which they're gonna affect separately the stats for the legendaries. You can do it for epics, which they're gonna affect separately the stats for the epics. And even for rare champions. When you start the game, your rare champions are not as powerful, okay? And you might be fighting some stronger epic champions in the arena or anything like that. Even for PvE, it's gonna be actually huge. Better survivability in dungeons, on clan boss. So starting like this is actually good. People will wanna get dupe champions from here on, guys.
Slot gives a stat bonus to all champions of that faction and of that specific rarity. It's a bit similar to Great Hall bonuses, but faction-specific instead of affinity-specific. Slots are unlocked in order, so after you get your bonus to HP, you'll unlock the slots that can get you bonus stack, which will unlock the slots for defense, and so on. For example...
So basically, you have the slots locked right now, okay? In order to unlock the next slot, you gotta fill up the first slot. So once you fill up the HP, you unlock the attack. Once you fill up the attack, you unlock the resistance and accuracy. Once you fill that up, you unlock the defense, and then you unlock the speed. So basically, if you want to get all the way to speed, it's not like you're going to select, I only want to get the speed, skip the rest. You're going to need to have 10 dupes from this faction, guys, okay? Yeah, it's not going to be easy for everyone. Like, definitely the Krakens, they're going to be at the top and fill up everything instant, which is fine. If they have it, they're going to get to benefit of 10% more stats on their champions. How I specified is just not going to be game breaking, okay? I don't feel like I'll be in a huge disadvantage if I'm gonna attack an arena team that has all these stats on top of mine. Now, that speed, yeah, it will affect a bit because speed plays a very important role in terms of offense, defense. In a way or another, they kind of have a counter anyway. But that will make a bit of a difference if you don't really have fast champions overall. Will make a bit of a bigger gap in there. But rather than that, the rest of the stats, I don't feel them like a game breaking.
Let's say we have 2 Ragwins. You'll be able to put them both into the first legend.
Because you can pretty much aggregate in the next way. Well, I'm attacking this guy. He has 10% more on his faction. Oh my god, what a game-breaking situation. Well, I'm attacking that guy and he has 10% more, 20% more on his champions from glyphs that I don't have on my champions because I'm not able to farm the high stages of faction wars, so I'm not getting high glyphs. But that guy, he's doing it, so it's pretty much the same situation if you guys get where I'm going. I'm just trying to explain you why it's not like it's gonna break the game, you know?
Legendary Bannerlord slot and unlock a 10% HP boost for all Legendary Bannerlords you own, including your Raglins, both of which you can still use.
So basically, whatever champions you're using in there, guys, you can still use them, okay? You can have them at level 60, fully booked, and keep on using them. That's the good part about it. It's not like they're gonna get tied in there, and that's it. You cannot touch them ever again. You can use them at the same time. So if you have if you have five Trandas, for example, okay? You're gonna put 2 in there, you're getting your dupe stuff on, and you're still using them at the same time. You don't really actually have to use the other 3, for example.
If you also had a pair of Barons, you can put them in the second slot that was just unlocked to get an attack boost, and so on. As I mentioned, champions you make into Faction Guardians can still be used in battles. As long as you don't get rid of either champions, you'll get the bonus. And Faction Guardians aren't only available for legendaries. Epic and rare champions can also become Faction Guardians. Since you don't lose your champions when you assign them to be Guardians, you can still use them. For new players, this means you can boost the stats of your rare and epic champions and bring them more in line with the strength of standard legendary champions.
Now here is kind of a bit of a situation. I have a free-to-play account, 60+ days old, okay? So I feel like I would rather use my dupes of champions that I don't consider them very good. I would use them as chickens to help me progress faster, create a better roster all around, you know? So I feel like I don't think I'll be putting the 2, 3, 4, 5 dupes I have at the moment into this. But once I'll start playing for a longer time on that account and I'll start collecting more and more champions, probably will be a wiser choice to save the dupes and use them there. I'm actually thinking, because I have a couple of epic champions that are dupes, if I'm gonna keep them or use them as chickens now. So I'm kind of like, brain fart. I'll see if I'll save them or no, because I was actually planning to feed them tomorrow. So I'll see what's gonna happen there.
That you're having to fight against. If you don't have many legendaries yet, this can be a big help in closing the gap and winning some harder fights in the arena or the dungeons. For mid-game players, this flexibility will help you conquer the arena or beat some of the raid's tougher challenges, like some of the trickier secret rooms in the Doom Tower. And as your collection grows, you'll be able to benefit from some pretty sweet stat boosts if you manage to summon a couple of duplicate legendaries. For endgame players, this means you can have your...
Now, I just said one thing, that they're affecting each other per rarity only. By the way, she just said that you might be getting super boost by getting a legendary. That kind of sounds like it literally affects overall the whole faction. So epics, rares, and legendaries all together. If that's the case, that is a bit dangerous. But the problem is the space for champions. We're gonna have to save literally so many champions. I have tons of epic dupes, but I don't have rares. And I'm not really planning to keep any. So I'm not sure if that's the way it's gonna work. I think it's gonna be per rarity. At least I hope so.
Cake and eat it too. You can get the stats boost from assigning some legendary faction guardians and keep your duplicate champion available in case you want to build a second of a certain champions with this different artifact setup for a completely different role. And for everyone, no matter where you are in the game, bonus stats mean that all of you can be a bit bolder when experimenting with artifact setups. Okay, let's move on to our second option, champion empowerment. The principle is pretty simple. You select a legendary champion and feed them their duplicates to permanently empower them and give them a stat boost. You can do this up to 4 times. But keep in mind that you'll permanently lose the champions you used to empower another, so think twice before you do it.
Now here is my concern, guys, okay? I'm not sure by how much you're gonna actually be able to empower one champion in terms of stats. That's something that they're not really showing in here. Probably something that they're still tweaking. I'm not 100% sure because we have no access to it. We haven't seen anything happening. But the main idea is this can be dangerous, okay? So this is kind of like my only concern. I like that they give us different ideas. I like the first part. I think is a great way to go with your dupes. A lot of games are doing similar things with that. It's kind of like an extra great haul for collecting champions. So for whoever is a collector, it's definitely a great thing to keep that up and running. And do not get discouraged. the longer you're playing, the more dupes you're gonna end up in collecting. We all know that. It's inevitable. You'll be getting dupes left, right, center, front, back, all around, you know? So don't get discouraged by it. That's gonna come in play with the more time you invest in the game, the more you're gonna progress in the dupe system. My God, I never thought that I would be saying that.
Like we said, we limited it. So while they can get a nice boost, you can't make them into unbeatable monsters. We want to make sure it won't throw game balance off. We also...
So they're actually specifying they won't be throwing the game balance off, okay? I'm still not sure how much of a boost you're gonna get, okay? If somebody has, for example, 5 Duchesses, okay? They're gonna be able to make a monster Duchess. I mean a monster. Whatever that's gonna relate to when we're gonna see the actual stats that you're getting. But basically, if that Duchess is gonna get like 20 more speed, is gonna get like 200-300 more defense, base defense, 3-4k extra HP, that's gonna be huge for a Duchess. And it's still gonna create a pretty good gap in between the Mega Krakens that got lucky to get so many dupes of that specific champion and the rest of the people that didn't. So when you're attacking a champion like that in arena, you will be noticing a pretty big difference if that goes on base stats. But how I specified, we're not sure how exactly it's gonna work. I'm not gonna jump and judge it till I'm not actually gonna see it in game. And yeah, let's watch the rest and see what else we have in store.
Realize there are a few champions you can't ever get duplicates of. Lydia the Death Siren, Gunblock Skyhide, We're Soul Cage, and a few others. So that these powerful champions aren't left out of this feature, we've assigned other champions from their faction to act as their surrogate duplicates as far as empowering is concerned. For example, you'll be able to use Visix to...
My favorite part! I have clanmates with 9v6, 8v6, 2 of them. I personally have 3 or 4, so I'm gonna make a stronger Lydia. Bye V6. I'm only gonna keep one of you, babe, because I don't need more than that.
Anyway, the entire list will be available in the game once the Guardian Ring goes live. Finally, we have the Champion Unbinding feature that is also exclusive to Legendary Champions.
Now here it is, guys. Here it is, the real part of the dupe system, which a lot of you guys said this is not gonna happen in Raid Shadow Legends. This is one thing that I wanted, okay? It's one thing that I wanted. Many of you guys wanted that have a bunch of dupes there. Now, I'm not sure what's gonna be the prices for them. How is gonna work? And when I mean prices, I'm not talking about real cash. I'm talking about in-game currency. How it's gonna work. But it's something that nobody thought that Raid will do. And they've done it. So because of it, they nailed it. So on this subject, guys, regardless if you guys are gonna hate me or no, I'm gonna have to say that I'm down for what they've done. And I agree that is gonna be a decent dupe system. And I take back what I said when I said that it's gonna be trash.
In this tab, you'll be able to permanently release your legendary dupes to get a special resource called life tokens. You'll lose those dupes forever, but you get a life token for giving them their life back. There's nothing fancy about the process itself. You choose a champion, triple check them to make sure you don't need them, then release them for your service to get a life token. From there, you go to the Token Trader tab and behold several shiny legendary champions that you can get using life tokens.
You can buy champions with life tokens, guys. How I specify, we do not know the prices yet. So if they're gonna be like 100 life tokens, then I'm gonna take back what I said and I'm gonna say this is rigged. But till then, I'm excited, okay? A lot of you guys will be missing some of the champions. Probably you will be having some of these champions that you see on the screen, but overall you'll be missing some of the champions. And some of them, they'll be having different prices as well. I guess the better the champion, the higher the price overall. So the more dupes you gotta have to unbind in order to get the life token.
Different legendaries will have a different price based on their power, and you only get each of them from the Token Trader once. With this feature, you'll be able to get rid of unwanted duplicates and choose a champion you do want from the Token Trader list instead. We're going to be making a variety of champions available from the Token Trader, including some you might have missed out on from Champion Fusion events if you weren't lucky enough to be playing Raid back then. Folly, Molly Tankard, Fushan, Minaya, and a few others will all be available.
Now, I know she said about fusions. Minaya, Fushan, they've never been part of the fusions, guys. But it's good to see that they're bringing other champions as well. Now, Molly Tankard, amazing champion. Foley, a beast of a champion as well. Those are definitely champions that you want to get. I only own one Molly and I want a second one. I will be going for my second Molly 100%. Hopefully, I'm still going to be able to get her. I should be able to. But that means that a lot of you guys are going to be able to get some of these champions. I just hope the price for them in terms of life tokens is not going to be like some broken stuff,
you know. And it's the holiday season soon. So the very special, very jolly Sir Nicholas will be coming to town as well. That's about it for the video. Be sure to let us know how things go. Once you've had a chance to play with the new features, we'll be monitoring your feedback, as always. Until next time, happy raiding!
Peace, Cyrilla. Peace, peace. So, guys, please, I don't know if I'm just getting excited. I'm like a kid with a big box of chocolate, going crazy that we have a dupe system, and I kind of like it. Maybe just because we have the dupe system, I'm so excited that I'm not seeing the flaws in it, okay? So I do apologize if I slaughtered everything here or no, but I really think that is a good system. Now, I'm gonna have a sleep later on and wake up tomorrow, and I see if I'll still feel the same once I do another recap on it and see if I'm finding different flaws into it. But we don't know that much just yet to be able to judge it completely. Do let me know in the comments down below as well, guys. What do you think about it? I am excited to be able to trade some of my dupes for a new one. It's not something that is gonna drop randomly. Probably you're not gonna get a Sifi from there. I'm not gonna get a Hegemon from there. But hey, I'm willing to accept that, knowing that I'll be able to get a Tomb Lord, which I've been hunting on for ages. Maybe even a Ghostbone that I've been hunting on for ages. And the same with you guys, you'll be able to get your hand on a Sir Nicholas, make your unkillable team for Clan Boss. If you're missing on it, he's a powerful champion all around. And just like that, guys, that was Skratch talking about the dupe system. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Do let me know in the comments down below your opinions as well, please. That was all for this video. Peace and much love.